Photographers, are you struggling to get that beautiful out of focus background? Are you using the correct camera settings? Do you have the right lens? There are 3 elements that you have to consider when you're trying to achieve this distinct look. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Let's get into it. All right, that buttery smooth background. The first element that we need to take into consideration is your aperture. So the more closed down or the higher your aperture value, the more you're going to have in focus. So let's take a look here. I am currently at f8 at 24 millimeters. Now if we start if we start opening up the aperture, meaning making it wider, so you can barely notice, but now you can tell somewhat that the background is starting to get blurred out. Now, the second element we need to take into consideration is the focal length of your lens. Now, in combination with your aperture, this is where you're really going to be able to start getting that out of focus background. So right here, we're at 24 millimeters. We're going to jump to 35. 50. And now 70. As you can tell now, at 70 millimeters, at 2.8, you're starting to get that blur in the background. So I'm going to change lenses and we're going to go from 70 millimeters to 200 and really see the difference. All right, we've changed lenses. So now we're at 70 millimeters at 2.8. We're now at 100 millimeters, and now you can really start to tell that background starting to get out of focus. Let's go to 135. And then 200 millimeters. I can see at 200 millimeters at f2.8 makes a huge difference. So that focal length combined with the aperture is enormous when it comes to getting that look that you're looking to get. Now the third element, and typically the most overlooked, is the distance or separation between your subject and the background. The farther you have your subject off the background, the blurrier and smoother that out of focus background is going to be. So those are the 3 elements that you have to consider when you're trying to achieve this look. Bonus tip, in order to separate your subject from the background even more, what you need to consider is what your subject is wearing and then the contrast tones behind it. So if your subject is wearing something dark, try to find a background that is lighter in color or vice versa. That way your subject will stand out even more from your background. All right, everyone, I hope you learned a little bit about out of focus backgrounds and what it takes to achieve that distinct look. If you have, please hit that like button. It will tremendously help out the channel. And if you like this kind of content, click on that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way when future videos come out, you won't miss out. Until then, see you soon.